Good morning, Todd.
How are things these days?
Things are very, very well, thank you.
Good. Glad to hear it. Not for everybody. I mean, I'm doing fine. Everybody in the studio seems to be doing fine this morning, but there's always somebody who's hurting in one way or another. Somebody has come to us asking for advice, so we're turning to you, as we always do with the law, if that's okay.
That's fine.
All right. Here's the question we received. Need some advice. My niece was riding on the back of a motorcycle. The driver of the motorcycle cut in front of a car a little too close, clipping the back of the bike, causing it to go down, killing the driver and severely injuring my niece. We come to find out the driver of the motorcycle did not have motorcycle insurance, and her family doesn't know what to do. They are concerned that since it may be his fault and he didn't have insurance, they may be out of luck. My niece is in her early 30s, and this accident will likely affect her for the rest of her life. What should the family do? A neighbor recommended a lawyer, but they don't have any money and don't know much about the law. What should they do? So that's twice they say, what should they do? Well, here's the guy to answer what they should do.
Well, I know that you could tell everybody what to do, but I'll be happy to answer the question first. They should immediately contact a well-respected personal injury lawyer. There is no charge. There's no consultation fee to contact the personal injury lawyer, and at least he could look at everything involved and see if there is some area to recover.
Would it make sense to perhaps ask around? Would it make sense to try to find a personal injury attorney that has a wealth of experience with motorcycle accidents?
That would be even better because, motorcycle accidents have some unique aspects to them, and to have a lawyer that deals with a lot of motorcycle cases would be very, very helpful.
Okay. Just from what you heard me describe to you, what do you think of the case in general?
Well, I think that she has a very strong claim. The question is, where's the money going to come to compensate her?
Right.
And the answer is, and we talk about it very, very often, this is a case where if there's uninsured motorist coverage, she can make a recovery. And it's very interesting. I had a case recently where there was no uninsured motorist coverage on the motorcycle. And the client lived in a household where his parents had two cars and stacking uninsured motorist coverage. And the stacking uninsured motorist coverage covered her even though she was on a motorcycle without any uninsured motorist coverage. And in fact, when we called the insurance company, they say, nope, there's no coverage here. But we carefully read through the terms of the policy and found that there was coverage, and we're going to be able to help our client.
That seems to be the insurance knee-jerk reaction. Nope, there's no coverage here. And for a lot of people, they may make that phone call themselves and then walk away saying, well, there's nothing I can do. That's why you need a professional.
Exactly.
And in this case, it says my niece, assuming she's on her own, but she has an automobile policy, then that's who she would be going to get some relief from, right?
Right. If she had her own policy, she could get relief from that. If she happened to live with resident relatives, she'd be able to make a recovery under their policy. Her niece might be married, and they might have 2 or 3 vehicles in the family. But it's always worth checking.
Yeah, this sounded very bleak at the beginning, but it does seem like there's some light at the end of the tunnel on this now. Get this young lady some advice from a professional. Bruce, let me take the opportunity once again to thank you. This is a very complicated one, at least as far as we could tell, but you've made clarity, you've made sense out of it again.
Well, I enjoy the opportunity to be able to answer these questions.
Thank you very much, and we will look forward to talking to you next week.
Okay, me too, Todd.